and the first scene is of Mark laid out. I'ma let him have it though, because what did I expect? I can't get mad. But after the Viltrumite attack, the cricket planet has been obliterated. Some of them find Mark and carry him back to the city limits where he meets with Andressa and Oliver. And I have been reading the comics since the Great Departure. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Oliver kind of grows up to be Damien just a little bit. But Mark is sad about the dead ants and his dad getting taken. He actually beat a Viltrumite though, so it can't be all that bad, I guess. Quick flash of the future, and Mark has helped them to rebuild, and the ship is ready to take him home. But he's like, no. I'm one of the Beatles now. I'm sure Earth is fine without me. Cut to this giant, roided out Skeletor ready to boom the planet. Giving the heroes a speech and everything, Immortal responds with a simple, nah. We good. And they straight cut this battle from the show. There was supposed to be this long, big battle where they narrowly managed to beat Skeletor, and they didn't even beat him in the comics. They had to send him to another dimension. That's tough. And we're never gonna see it. So we cut back to Andressa telling Mark to pack up and take the half-breed with you. I am old. Yeah, that Thraxan lifespan is nothing to play with, bro. They get a year and tap out. Which sucks, because I actually like Andressa, but what are you gonna do? Mark shows up back at home, greets his mom. She's happy to see him, thought he was dead. So much is happened. Go.
God, what is that?
My mom's a cricket. Debbie starts to tweak out over the son of her estranged husband. Imagine that, getting left by your other just to find out that they made it to an alien planet, became the emperor, and made a baby with a roly-poly. Nah. So they debate on how and who is gonna raise the baby with Mark being in college and Debbie having a job. This is so crazy, brother. Drop out. See, in the comics, Mark basically misses all of his classes to the point where I don't know how he thinks he's going to pass. All of those missed classes plus a 2-month recovery on a foreign planet. And I don't even get why he's going to college anyway. The Viltrumites are coming. We are going to war. Any day. Imagine studying all night for a test just for conquest to pull up the second you sit down. That's not how I'm spending my last day. And he's going to live for thousands of years. You don't need to go to school right now. You can do that whenever and have a significantly easier time. So anyway, Debbie agrees to watch Oliver for a few days just to figure everything out. But then they cut to Donald and Cecil. Brother, I do not care. I do not give two gosh darns. You are telling me that we cut the Omnipotus fight, but make up this whole robot plotline for Donald that wasn't even there in the comics. In the comics, he was already a robot and he was chilling. He was good. But hey, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this turns into something super fun later on down the road, but until that time comes, I don't care about Donald. 4 months for Donald? So Mark goes back to his dorm. William is happy to see him. Mark is happy too until he sees that he has a letter from the dean of the school asking him to meet him over these absences. And Mark has the nerve, the gumption to get tight with William for not covering for him. You were gone for 2 months, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What was William supposed to do? Break the teacher's kneecaps to keep you in good standing? You're delusional. But he leaves to go check on Amber next, but is greeted by Cecil. Angry at Mark for leaving the planet, starts giving him the 3rd degree, the business, even threatens to take Oliver. And I was so mad that Mark didn't immediately tweak out. See, at this point in the comics, Mark is starting to lose it. How bad, you say? Well, this one time he got into a fight with the Guardians of the Globe. And you want to know how he beat them? He grabs Immortal by his head and swings him into the other members. All it took was one fell swoop and they were cooked. At this point in the story, Mark is probably the strongest hero on the planet. If he wanted to take over, he's got a cool like 80% chance of success. I am mad, brother. I am mad because he did not take this work from Cecil. Cecil gets PTSD in the comics because whenever he tries Mark starts choking him like Batman, telling him keep my family's name out your mouth, brother. But then we see Amber, brother, yada yada yada. You think we're gonna see her cheat? And it's also crazy how much they changed her from season 1. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like she has a knob, and they turned that thing down about 80%. That backlash was vicious. And then this next part right here, bro. This made me so angry. For one, we are with the Guardians of the Globe, the whole league, training like they'll actually get better. You cannot polish a turd. So basically, Amanda and Kate get done training, and Rudy, Robot, Rex, I don't know anymore, goes up to Immortal telling him to take it easy with Amanda's powers as she gets younger with every single use, right? Usually in a situation like this, I mock, I say, oh, you one of them, where's my hug at? Oh, come on, fellas, leave her alone. Peon. But no, Robot is right. He says he has a training regimen made specifically for her to minimize her power usage or something like that. But both Immortal and Amanda start to lose it on him. Oh, I know how my team works. Oh, I know how my body works. What are we supposed to do? Bring a baby to the battlefield hoping she'll turn? What happens when she gets so young that her brain can't even process commands and all she wants to do is watch Coco Melon? Then what? We're already down a member on this horrible team. The Viltrumites come down here right now. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But hey, I'll give the show the benefit of the doubt again. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe Robot has been on her heels since the first date, and I understand she is a 30-year-old woman trapped in a kid's body. Anything will make me upset, personally, so I'm gonna let him have it. For now. But I am always watching and waiting. Do you remember the parasites from that first season that I never covered? I am sorry. Well, they are on Earth, and Cecil needs the Guardians out there ASAP. The Cyborg is looking at Shapesmith like, if only we had a Martian here to explain how that ship works. Booyah. Shapesmith starts shaking and shivering and caves. He's about to reveal his true aura, but everyone is like, oh, we already know, you're a Martian. And Cyborg is like, huh, you already knew? Yes, look at this. He is clearly not from here, but they start yapping about his whole, origin or whatever, bro. I don't care. Where's Mark and the half-breed? Oh, brother, and now they're doing a sad montage of Eve living with her parents. Oh my gosh. They are insane, though. They are literally insane.
All guys make mistakes. Don't be a...
What? Bro, what are you...
If I was Eve, I would have grown up a whole villain, and they would have been my first victims. But, Bulletproof, he has way worse parents. I can't wait until his origin gets animated in about, 4 years at this rate? Maybe more. And she goes up to her room and Rex is up there. He's hyping her up to be a hero again and get back out there. So Cecil adds Mark to the space team to fight the bugs. He even asks to take Oliver off their hands, or at least help them take care of him, because you know he's purple. They literally cannot send him to school. He's gonna be a grown man before recess with this hyper aging thing. Mark calls Amber to let her know that he's going back to space, and she's irked. But come on, this is what you signed up for. Thug it out. Or leave. Leave. Come on. Let's get it going. Mark gets on the ship, sees Eve, they hug, Black Love is amazing. The team, Invincible, Adam Eve, Robot, Shapesmith, Bulletproof, Immortal, Monster Girl, and the King, blast off into space, leaving Rex as acting leader of the Guardians of the Globe. What could go wrong? Some lizard people are invading a military base containing nukes, ready to set off the big three. And then the Martian ship detected our heroes, swiftly getting that ship out the way, leaving the Mandem in peril. So let's start with the absolute brutalization of the Guardians. The gang is at the base, ordering some za, but they get a call from Cecil about the Dr. Kirk Connors wannabes. They speed over there so the pizza doesn't get cold. No stealth, straight loud and proud, no prisoners. We are killing. The lizard lady rushes Rex and is straight whiffing, and so is Rex. Ant-Man is over there getting swatted, and I have absolutely no idea what her name is. I don't even think she got lines until this episode. Same thing with the comics. I don't know what the gender swap was for. She's irrelevant either way. And Kate is in the cut fighting the biggest man in the room, getting straight legoed over and over. I am 90% sure that Kate's only ability is cloning. Why is she fighting him by herself? She barely knows how to dodge. In every fight she dies over and over. That's like her thing. But it shouldn't be a big deal because, you know, clones. But all she ever does is die. No one else is dying. Robot is human. Cyborg was human for a little while, and they both know how to evade, or at least protect themselves. If she needs armor, give her some armor. Take it all the way back to the beginning. Darkwing was alive and thriving. Until he wasn't. Eventually though, she gets a good hold on him, and I'm like, yes, finally, even though I know what happens. Mans comes out of that and folds her like an omelet. From there, it is a straight massacre on Kate's end. She clones and clones until she can't anymore, starts begging for the team to assist, but no one is available. Makes one last effort to dip, but bro catches her mid-air, does a lane shift, and merges her. Kate's cooked. And Rex gets snook, and the other one retaliates by going inside the background villain's eyeball. You know what's funny? I actually used to think that her name was Squirrel Girl. I don't know where I got that from. But anywho, she scrambles bro's brain like an egg, leaving him discombobulated. Now she tries to hop into the big man next, but he grabs her and eats her. Rex is like, you just yeed your last haw, partner. But whoever she is tries to get bigger, but the snake man contracts and contorts his muscular array to squish her and absorb her, I think? I don't know. So Rex starts panicking, throwing bomb after bomb at the lizard lady, till he manages to knock her. Where was this aim when the team was getting cooked? The big snake reappears. They start to squabble, but Rex is no good and gets his hand bitten off. He is really treating this fight like it is a mukbang. It's free eats. However, there was a bomb in Rex's hand, so but it is not Ogre. The head Liz puts the steel to Rex's dome. It's looking GG's, but I guess we'll find out next time, because the main team is in space fighting for the ability to breathe in Eve's bubble. Robot says we got about, 10 minutes of air? So Mark and the other flyers push the bubble to the ship so Eve can phase through it. They meet some Martians and everything is cool until 1. Shapesmith reveals himself to be a fellow Martian, inciting anger because he caused the bugs to get a host. And 2. Bulletproof stomps one of the bugs. Now that wouldn't be a big deal if it weren't for the hive mind immediately revealing their location. The mind flayer appears and gives a spiel about world domination and how you haven't hit the like button. But I tell him it's cool, that's just how you are. They start charging the mind flayer to no avail. Bro is cheesing over his near victory. Like Scoobs. Look at this massive army of slug parasites. What are they supposed to do? See, me personally, say I have Viltrumite powers. I'm taking Eve and leaving. Simple. What you talking about? But Robot is able to make a sonic boom and push them back enough for Eve to make a bubble. Robot hops out of the robot to use Robot to make a bigger sonic boomer or something like that. I don't know. Now, whole time, Mark is looking around at the gravity of the situation. We are cooked. And sad to say, bro, I'm right, because Eve cannot take it anymore and self-boom. You know, it is not looking too good, brother. To make it out of this one, they're gonna have to be... Oh, never. ever, bro. Not the first person Camp Kratos getting done up to him. No! Here he go down memory lane. Jin, jeez, bro. Stop! It's not over yet. Damn! Just for me to go out like this. Stop. Jin.